The always productive police squad is once again out in full force, as Lieutenant Frank Drebin Jr., son of Lieutenant Frank Drebin Sr., is investigating a local bank robbery. But this was far from a regular bank robbery, as Lieutenant Drebin will soon find himself going down not just a rabbit hole, but a couple of other holes too. The clues point to foul play, with the most likely suspect being right under their nose. This is The Naked Gun. The Naked Gun is a reboot of the Leslie Nielsen comedy trilogy of the same name, starring Liam Neeson. Personally, I think they picked Liam Neeson because his name sounds so much like Leslie Nielsen, or at the very least, it's the same initials. And the film is produced by Seth MacFarlane, of Family Guy fame, or The Cleveland Show, if you're a real one. Now, Leslie Nielsen's Naked Gun trilogy is hysterical. The trilogy progressively gets worse, much like O.J. Simpson's reputation at the time. But there's something about them that really tickles my funny bone. They're just big, goofy crime drama parodies, and I'm a big fan of them. So I was really excited to see what Seth MacFarlane and Liam Neeson would bring us with The Naked Gun. And they revamped this franchise in the best way imaginable, taking cues from modern-day action franchises and branching out a little bit more from just the crime drama. And that is the perfect evolution of Naked Gun. I cannot believe people actually doubted Liam Neeson's comedic ability, because that man is so funny at not particularly being very funny. Liam Neeson's dry, stoic personality is perfect for Naked Gun. I cannot think of another actor working today that could perfectly play the role of Frank Drebin, Jr. or Sr. Drebin may do some goofy things, or goofy things may happen to him, but he plays it off so seriously and so stoically. It just works so well, and it's hilarious. Liam Neeson is such a funny actor when they play to his personality. Some other great examples of Liam Neeson being really funny just because of his personality are Good Cop, Bad Cop in Lego Movie, and his cameo in Ted 2. It's brilliant. It's truly brilliant. The rest of the cast is great too. Paul Walter Hauser, Pamela Anderson, Danny Houston. They're all really funny. But I think my favorite aspect of the cast is Kevin Durand. Not because he has such a big role. He actually has quite a small role. But, okay, how do I put this? He looks so much like Elon Musk. I've thought that since I saw Abigail last year. He looks like a buff Elon Musk. I would do anything to see him play a James Bond villain-esque Elon Musk. And in fact, this movie would have been perfect for that, because they are very clearly making fun of Elon Musk and Tesla in this movie. But they don't have the guy that looks like Elon Musk playing the Elon Musk role. Part of me wants to say that was a missed opportunity, but another part of me wants to say that was probably the joke. I don't really know, but it got a good laugh out of me once I realized that. Now, this film does feel more like a 2000s era spoof movie rather than the Naked Gun films from the 90s. Those movies focus more on crime drama movies, and that's about it. This film is clearly pulling from multiple action franchises of modern times. But luckily, this film is far from an epic movie. You're not gonna see some dollar store version of Ethan Hunt in this movie, and thank God for that. In fact, I only bring up epic movie because this movie has the same song that Crispin Glover, Willy Wonka, commits mass murder to. I saw that scene way too young in life. But you can definitely see the influence those parody movies had on this film. There is a brilliant and hilarious homage to one of the best Mission Impossible openers. There's even another aspect that feels very reminiscent of Kingsman: The Secret Service. That aside though, the film still has quite a strong plot, which is something a lot of parody movies, especially those at the end of their popularity, really lacked. And so what if the plot is eerily similar to the first film? So is 22 Jump Streets. And that's my favorite comedy ever, probably. Speaking of the comedy in this film, it is so funny, it will have you gasping for air. I have not seen a movie this funny in such a long time. I have not had a good laugh like this from a non-Marvel movie in years, probably. Some jokes in this movie are time bombs. You'll hear them say it, you'll go, What was that about? And then time will go on, and then you'll be like, okay, I gotta know what the source of that joke was. And then you'll find out something you've never known in your life and just go, okay, that's funny. I never knew Let's Get It Started in Here wasn't the original song by the Black Eyed Peas. So thank you, movie, for enlightening me there. But here's the thing. Now, if I had one complaint with the movie, and it's really just a nitpick, the film is forgetting something. I will say mild spoilers, but I don't think it'll affect your overall enjoyment of the film. The film sadly doesn't include the police car opening credits. That is such a staple of the Naked Gun franchise, the film seemed kind of naked without it. This is like a James Bond opening not having some scantily clad women dancing to some psychedelic music, or a Mission Impossible opening not spoiling its entire movie. It's kind of weird that they do that. Again, this is not a movie ruiner. The film is still extremely funny, but I definitely would have loved to see what they would have done with that opener today. But The Naked Gun is still extremely funny and the perfect evolution of this franchise to the modern day. I would more than love to see another one because, man, it's a good time. I hope you all enjoyed this review, and if you did, please consider hitting that like button, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to be notified when my next review drops. Until next time, I'm Quentin Dunaway, hoping you will keep it cinematic.